Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me. I'm Sparta47 and today we are Sparta. We are playing Sparta in the Aurora Universalis mod for EU4. This is just a few days before the, a few hours before the 1.7 patch comes out, and as such, the mod may be temporarily disabled due to patch changes and whatnot, compatibility issues, and well, we'll see. In the meantime, I'm going to do a few hours of recording, batch recording basically, to give us something to watch during the downtime. I will be saving between episodes so that if I release an episode and the patch becomes available again, I'll be able to leave off from that spot and not waste time just, continuing on. To our advantage or not to our advantage, whichever one the case may be, we'll just play from there. So we are coring a province. By the looks of it, it's going to take us quite a time. We'll be finished in 376. That's if no rebellions happen. And, well, we'll see. So I was looking through the national decisions that we have, and there's quite a few. Oh, we need to make one of these as well. Let's go ahead and claim our rival's province. Do we have the spare diplomat? We're improving relations. We're improving relations, and we're improving relations. Well, I think you can... Nope, we got one left there, one tick left. So we'll wait until this diplomat comes back. Alright, let's recall you, and then go claim our rival's province. Macedon is now a despotic monarchy, right? Despotism. Interesting. And Ellis gained another alliance. That is also interesting. So we can arrange for plea help. Arrange a plea for our military intervention from the local population of neighboring provinces. Arrange plea for help. Arrange a plea for... I wonder what that's about. I'm guessing this would be fabricating a claim. 10 aggressive expansion. Nice. And the risk of a discovery per month is 6.2. Days until the plea is arranged. Wow. That is going to take forever. May not even be worth it, really. Alright. Well, they don't like us anyway. Nice long autosave. Alright. So we could become a civilized realm. And this is because we're at peace. We haven't a regency council and fewer rebel provinces than one. This would give us +1 Diplo reputation, plus 0.5 yearly legitimacy, and Diplo relations +1. It'll gain us 10 prestige and 10 legitimacy, which, well, costs at the expense of 200 administrative power. We're at 500. We gain 6 per month, so I think what we should do is go ahead and take that. Alright. Bowl. Not really sure how to pronounce that. Again, butchering the Greek language, or whatever language that may be. Our council consists of improve the capital. The glory of our capital has long been neglected. We now have an opportunity to improve the city and make it a beacon of cultural pride. This may prove costly, but there is an alternative solution. We can use the military as a workforce. Gain 5 prestige and lose 1,181 manpower. Or spend the money spending, 10.9 talents. Is that what this is? Talents? Not ducats? Yep. So we have talents. Alright, back to our council. Consists of government officials, each with his own skills, ambitions, and hidden agendas. We will need to tread cautiously here and use our power to attain and keep the balance between the government officials that we desire. Administrative power at least 50 and at peace. The Roman government consists of officials, each with his own skills, ambitions, and hidden agendas. We will need to tread cautiously here and use our power to keep the balance that we desire. Show information decisions. What is this? The decision is used to make visible all decisions whose purpose is to show levels of variables, etc. Example, influence of social classes. So this one doesn't cost anything. I wonder if that's just... to help with the mod. You know what? Let's click it and see what happens. Obviously, it opens some things down here. Hide information, informative decisions. Okay. There we go. Promotion. Let us promote our... Well, let's go in order. Level of decay. The decision shows the current level of decay of our country. Actual value is presented within parentheses when hovering over the question area to the right. Decay primarily affects the administrative control with every 2 levels. So... Sure. We can do Centurial Tradition of Rulers. What is this? Let our realm embark on a path for forthcoming century in which we educate and encourage... A 446? That's nice. And he's diplomatic. Let our realm embark, blah blah blah, and become... in which we educate and encourage our rulers to develop and become adept in one of the 3 traditions, military, administrative, and diplomatic, at the expense of one of the remaining 2 traditions. This will cost us what? Centurial Tradition of Ruler happens. So we could... Let's say we save that one for when our current ruler dies and we get our next one. So he's a 241. If we could focus on military or even admin, we'll see how that goes. I think we were able to offset this -1 Diplo relation. Oh, wait, there were still a few more. Envoys, let us apply part of our accumulated resources to train and recruit additional envoys for the next 2 decades. Recruit envoys happens. Satrapies. Let us maintain with our vassal. How long is it going to be before that goes away? It's going to be a little bit of time. He's got a -10 for being a vassal. Interesting. Bithynia has overthrown. They've declared their independence. Alright. That's interesting. And... oh, nice. We could stage a no-seat... well, hold on. Oh, I think wrong country. Wow, these autosaves are nice and long. Justify a trade conflict. Can't. They don't have enough trade power. 22. Not allied to me, unfortunately. We want you as an ally. Come on. We're at 12.4% progress. And we are progressing very slowly. 0.1% by the looks of it per month. No, 0.1% every, what, 12 days? Sorry, I'm trying to, like, pay attention to this for a second. It's interesting to see. It's such a low amount. I like that it's taking a lot longer to core province. That's really a welcome change. I wonder if there's ways to speed it up later on down the road. We're making 3 ducats a month. Well, talents, I guess. But at 4.1, too expensive even at level 1 to take a second one at the moment. Military, we're over by 1. And naval, we're over by, well, several actually. 5 galleys, 1 transport, and 5 light ships. Not going to disband any, because I feel that we need them. Oh, no, no, no. You come on back. There we go. How is our progress coming here? When will you be finished? A long time. You're at 5%. Oh yeah, that was like 3,000 days, wasn't it? 10 years. 10 years to fabricate a claim. Well, since we have a spare diplomat, how long would it be to actually justify a trade war? They currently have 5% and we have 4%. So we can't even do that. And yeah, this takes exactly 10 years. So we might be sitting for a while unless we can find someone else to declare a war on. You have plenty of allies. You are our ally. You're our vassal. It's going to be another, what? Just shy of 6 years? 5 years? Yep. I think we're just going to sit on speed 5 and try to see what else we can do. Naxos really doesn't have any allies. What about you, Rhodes? You don't have anybody. Rhodes is over here. What is this? Kreti? Knossos? Should we try and arrange for a... I mean... We could. Got 2 extra diplomats. What are they going to do? We are going to pull back our diplomat from, well, our vassal. And we're going to see about improving relations with our neighbors. So there's a few people that don't like us at the moment. Go. And go to speed 5. The only pauses will be during events and... Well, speaking of events, our Nomismato has left his position. We will need to seek his replacement at our earliest convenience. The Nomismato, or originally Epi to Nomismatos, meaning of the money, is in charge of all economic and financial affairs, including the management of treasury, debts, and minting money. Okay. So, we've lost the effect of high performance, meaning we've lost plus 10% trade, plus 20% national tax, yearly inflation reduction plus 0.2, interest per annum minus 0.5, national trade income modifier plus 20%, trade range plus 20%, and trade steering. How unfortunate. Let's see if we can't take another decent guy. So we've almost rebounded from... There we go. Appointing the next Nomismatos. For the next Nomismatos, which credentials should we be looking for ideally? Able and trustworthy. Lose 300 military power. Brilliant. So all of these are going to cost us 100 military power. At least. We can give up 300. Do we want trustworthy? Do we want able? Do we want able and trustworthy? Brilliant, faithful. So, let's quickly go to the tech tree. They are all 21 right alongside us. Is anyone ahead of time? Nope. 22 right here. So they're at military tech 22. I really don't want to give up 200 additional. So let's take able. Okay, this next path towards stability. Our country can now take another important step towards obtaining higher stability. Through which policies should we achieve this? Or should we forfeit this opportunity and instead save up on some government efforts? Apply administrative measures. Lose 40 administrative power. Apply economic measures. Lose 40. Apply military measures. Lose 40. We do not need any higher stabilization. Let us apply administrative. And our gentleman was discovered, so I think we're going to go ahead and recall, because we don't need the added. So, plus 10% trade efficiency, plus 20% national tax modifier, yearly inflation. So we've got able again. I don't know if that was I don't even remember if that was better than what we had before. Lucania will annul treaties with Saminum. Lucania will pay 30 talents. So Rome seems to have beaten Lucania, which is right here. Nope. Where's Lucania? Right here. Alright. Corruption. Oh no. Corruption is one of the most common and frequent factors of political and economic life. Never in history was there more prominent than the times of the feudal regimes. Lose 1 stability or gain 3 inflation. Well, we'll gain 3 inflation. And, well, if we decide to declare on Elis, we will now have to fight Macedonia. Make for an interesting thing. Argos, they have decided to stabilization focus. Let us allocate additional administrative in order to promote and accelerate further stability in the realm. Take electorate, which would give us 10 admin power, 10 diplo power, 10 military power, gain 1 stability, gain 30 prestige. So what are you? You're a petty kingdom. Do we want to take that decision? Become an electorate? Changes to elective kingdom. National revolt risk -1. Stability recovery focus -10%. Our 2 heirs die. We can take an idea. Or a tech. Let's go ahead. It's Diplotech. There we go. The Spartans were very diplomatic. Alright. Influence. Increasing influence of the Aristoi. The influence of the Aristoi within our Greek society is about to increase, with corresponding decrease in influence of one of our other 2 sects. Let it happen. One of 2 options will happen. 50% decrease influence of Perikoi or decrease of Metikoi. We cannot allow that. Let's see what that happens. Decrease influence of Metikoi. The influence of the Metoikoi maybe, within our Greek society has decreased. The Metoikoi from meta, indicating change, and oikos, dwelling, are immigrants from non-Greek as well as other Greek polis, or countries, and hold no citizenship. Oh yeah, these were the outcasts, weren't they? I don't really know if that, like, what that affects, making that decision. There we go. Pleased, so we gain -1 revolt risk. Ask and you shall get, pretty much. Infantry combat ability, plus 20%. Land leader shock, plus 1%. And discipline, plus 10%. Leaders without upkeep, plus 1. So, does our navy have a leader? No, it does not. Well, hold on. I don't think we actually have the points to improve him. You can go back to patrolling trade. And honestly, we could just lower maintenance and collect some money. Oh no. So we can use admin points to reduce inflation, but it seems to be going down anyway. Yeah, by almost 0.2, 0.19. So we'll just leave it. No point in wasting any points. So how much longer do we have on this? Oh, we're 1/3 of the way there. Fantastic. This will be a very long mission. And the Greek city-states are very peaceful. It probably doesn't help that everyone is allied to everyone else. And you've got some Macedonia and Byzantium. Delphi is improving relations with us. We should probably improve relations with them as well then. They love us. Which means that if we do want to go to war, they would help. 23%. Well, in 15 years, you'll be our core. We'll gain added tax out of you. Path towards stabilization. Our country can now take the important steps toward obtaining higher stability. So what do we want to do this time? Oop. Improved opinion. The view and perception of the Aristoi about us, their ruler, and central authority and government has been more positive recently. That's great. And I think what we'll do is we shall focus on economic. I guess next time we'll do military. Just kind of walking down the path. Let's see. So we've got Thesmothetis of high prominence. Incompetent. So we've got Thesmothetis of high prominence. Is relatively prominent and influential in our government, administration, and throughout our society. However, he's incompetent, giving us +1 revolt risk, national spy defense. Oh, look at this. So we've lost... So we've increased by 1 on national revolt risk. Well, decreased by 1, basically. Infantry combat is an additional 10%. Land leader shock is... stayed the same. Discipline went up by an additional 5%. And we've gotten 2 additional leaders without upkeep. Well, 1 overall. So... the Polmarchos of high prominence, and he's worthless as well. Well, it's a good thing that some of these factions like us, because 20% minus discipline, 20% minus reinforced speed, recovery of army morale speed is minus 10%. We'll need to see if we can't get rid of him. We've got neutral religious policies, we've got neutral cultural policies, slightly lower manpower for military duty. They must be a different government. What are they? A direct democracy. Interesting. So that gives them an election cycle being every... well, they have another election next year. So it's a 1-year election. Morale of armies is an additional 10%. National manpower is minus 10%. Monthly war exhaustion is positive 10. Or positive, well, 0.1. I wonder if that can't be applied during peacetime as well. It would have to be applied during war. Fort defense positive 10. Let us recall and improve relations with you, good man. Let us improve with Ithaca. So we're making 2.6. What is this? Lydia. They tell us that their glorious nation has formed a personal union with Kilaku. Kilaku will now be ruled by the king of Lydia. And the old king... is anybody challenging that? Where are you? You're over here. And Lydia is... oh. Sicilian Succession War. And where are you? Oh, wow. That is a big... and who are you fighting now? Someone we can't see. I guess they're over here. Oh. I hope that that union does not last. That is a big union. So they were tech ahead, weren't they? Tech 22. Tech 22. Well, they were tied. That's not bad. We don't know what the other nation's technology is, so we'll see. Hopefully it's an even match. We don't have a spare diplomat. We'll need to get one. Oh, to get positive opinion there. Risk of discovery is 5.08, and they've already been discovered. Wave of obscurantism. As a typical response to different kinds of problems, obscurantism was a frequent behavior in most nations, at least until the Age of Enlightenment arose in the most advanced Western nations of the European continent. Oop. Well, we said we're going to take military in this one. Let's go there. And as a typical response to different kinds of problems, we can gain a +2 national revolt risk or lose 33 prestige. Let's gain the additional revolt risk. I mean, that just offsets what the Aristoi are providing us. What's the revolt risk in this province? It's still 0. So, at the rate, it almost looks like nationalism will be mostly gone by the same time we get our core there. Nationalism during the Greek city-state era. It's interesting. I think it was more cultural based, maybe. Getting caught up on a word. Up to 180 ducats. Whatever are we going to spend our ducats on? Lycia declared war on Pisidia, citing rivalry as their CB. Lycia... Pisidia. We'll see how that goes. No allies. Equal tech. 13, 14. Still nothing we can do. Anatolia seems to be a lot busier than us at the moment. A new king is too young. A regent rules for Lydia. And a regent rules for what is it? Kilaku? Alright. 46,000. Well, whoever's attacking is going to have quite a difficult time doing it. Alright, I think I'm going to end the episode here. We've watched plenty of ships sail by. There's not much going on. Could declare on one of these outlying countries. Well, city-states. They're allied with... who? Corinthos. Oh, they're right here. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to take that on. That's almost double what we have. Alright. We can't do anything with them. We could declare on them about the time that our core finishes. Though I think that would just take forever. Building another ship. Yeah, I think we're going to call the episode here. Alright, let's pause real quick. Save the game. And let us save it as... well... Part 1. Alright. Come on. Finish up. Alright. So, thank you for watching. If you like the series, leave a like, leave a comment. As always, I'll see you next time.